Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Please turn off all cellular devices and refrain from flash photography. The play is about to begin. Squeak! 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 Starting! In 300 years, humanity, various space stations are set into orbit. So, is that a parallel race is happening on another planet. On a planet known as Garzon 5, a planet much like Earth, two farmers are tending to crops and animals when they receive a letter from the opens it and reads the royal decree. The king decrees that all farmers will be sent on a mission into space, on a mission to find fertile lands. Farms will continue to be run by the royal guard, but Shell and Len have discovered a new crop that could potentially save the planet. The king will have nothing to do with it.
What does it say, Shell?
The royal guard is... That's it. The farm is finished.
I don't understand. What about the animals?
We have to pack up. Now. They'll be here within the hour. After this, I think the two farmers run into the hills or go into hiding, while every so often coming back to spy on the farm. Basically, they are trying to avoid going into space, but mostly they don't like the political and environmental leanings of a ruthless king. Rages on off screen. There's explosions, gunshots. We see the men get more and more anxious as things progress, right? Imagine the farmers are trying to evade capture. They have horses, I guess. They take from the farm and they're... Into the water! Boo, boo, boo! You've never been a good farmer, Len. You want to know how I know?
All right, I give. How?
That's no horse you're riding. That's a donkey. That's a donkey! Where do we go from here?
Action. Pick it up. Look at it. And go for lights.
What was that? Sounded like a bell. There it is again. Can you see anything? Off in the distance? I don't feel like a bell. There it is again.
Can you see anything? Off in the distance?
I don't see anything. Who has a baby with him? The baby's super special because the baby is... This is where they meet Carl, an alien who also has a baby with him. Although he's not supposed to have the baby. The sun is coming up.
Didn't I spy a baby with you back there?
Oh, yeah, shoot!
Bring out the baby!
Oh, wow! It's a baby! A baby from Earth! The only thing that quiets it down is a fairy tale. A story about where it came from. Wah! Wah! Wah!
Where it came from.
Wah! Wah! me the fairy tale again, Lynn?
Of course. Once upon a time, there was a planet called Earth. It was a lot like this world, and beings named humans lived there. They were a lot like us. And the smallest and youngest humans were called children. They were a lot like you. They played, and they laughed, and cried, and sometimes they were lonely, and got sad, and they got scared. They lived and they died. They loved and they hated. Only some of them were kind. And through all that loving and hating and laughing and crying, they didn't know what they were doing, because no one really does, except for the creatures on Alpha Zensis after all. We tried our best to save a few of them. Maybe we did. Once upon a time.
Thank you so much for coming tonight. We really appreciate it. We'd now like to take questions from the audience.